Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. International food charity World Central Kitchen is suspending its operations in Gaza following the death of 7 of its workers in an Israeli airstrike. The charity said those killed were part of an aid convoy that was leaving a warehouse in central Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has acknowledged that Israel's forces hit innocent people. WCK is one of the main suppliers of desperately needed aid to Gaza. It said that it would be making decisions about the future of its work soon. According to the charity, the aid convoy was hit while leaving the Deir al-Bala warehouse, where the team had unloaded more than 100 tons of humanitarian food aid brought to Gaza on the maritime route. Iran has vowed to respond to what it said was an Israeli airstrike that destroyed an Iranian consulate building in Syria's capital, Damascus. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said Israel would regret this crime, while President Ebrahim Raisi insisted that it would not go unanswered. Iranian state TV reported that 7 Revolutionary Guards, including 2 generals and 6 Syrians, were killed. The Israeli parliament has approved a law giving the government the power to ban broadcasts of TV channels, including Al Jazeera, the Qatari-owned network.
Israel's parliament has passed a law which could allow...
The Knesset, Israel's parliament, approved the bill allowing foreign networks considered a threat to national security to be temporarily banned.
Yes, absolutely.
The US expressed concern over the move. With foreign journalists banned from entering Gaza, Al Jazeera staff based in the Strip have been some of the only reporters able to cover the war on the ground.
We support the independent free press anywhere in the world, and we think the work that the independent free press does is important everywhere in the world. And much of what we know about what has happened in Gaza is because of reporters who are there doing their jobs, including reporters from Al Jazeera. I'll say, just with respect to Al Jazeera, obviously, I think it's well known that we've not always agreed with all of Al Jazeera's coverage, but it's a media organization that we engage with. I've done interviews with Al Jazeera. Other people from the department have done interviews with Al Jazeera. So what we will continue to make clear is that we support the work that the Free Press does.
Footage appears to show the moment a Ukrainian drone hit a building in Russia's Tatarstan region. It happened in the town of Yelabuga, more than 1,300 kilometers from the Ukraine-Russia border. The attack is the deepest into Russian territory since the start of the war. According to media reports, at least 12 people, all of them students, were injured. The former US President Donald Trump has posted a $175 million bond in his New York civil fraud case. Mr. Trump was originally ordered to pay the full $464 million judgment against him, but an appeals court said he could pay the smaller sum within 10 days. He was found in February to have fraudulently inflated property values. The Republican denies wrongdoing and says the case is a political witch hunt by the Democratic prosecutor. 3 people have been injured after a woman who was being detained stole a gun from a guard and opened fire outside a Chilean market. A guard and a cameraman were among the wounded. The cameraman was taken to hospital with serious injuries where he was in a stable condition, according to a national newspaper. The incident, which took place at Lo Valador Market in Santiago, was captured on a live stream. And rescue crews in California have transported a horse to safety after it was stuck overnight in the Santa Ana River in a rural area east of Los Angeles. The owners say the horse was riding next to the river when it became spooked and ran off. The lost animal was later located with the help of social media and airlifted by the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.